Barnstable, Massachusetts. Barnstable is a city, referred to as the Town of Barnstable, in the U.S. state of Massachusetts and the county seat of Barnstable County. Barnstable is the largest community, both in land area and population, on Cape Cod. At the 2010 census it had a population of 45,193. The town contains several villages within its boundaries. Its largest village, Hyannis, is the central business district of the county and home to Barnstable Municipal Airport, the airline hub of Cape Cod and the islands of Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. Additionally, Barnstable is a 2007 winner of the All-America City Award. Barnstable takes its name from Barnstable, Devon, England. The area was first explored by Bartholomew Gosnold in 1602. It was one of the first towns to be settled in Plymouth Colony, 1 year behind Sandwich, in 1638, and was incorporated on September 4, 1639, the same day as the towns of Sandwich and Yarmouth. On the first Tuesday of December, the same year, its deputies took their seats in the General Court. The early settlers were farmers, led by the Reverend Joseph Hull, the founder of Barnstable. A memorial tablet was dedicated there in 1939 marking the site of his home, and the rock from which he preached still stands along the highway there. Soon after the town's founding, agriculture, fishing and salt works became its major industries. By the end of the 19th century, there were some 804 ships harbored in the town. But the role of sailing ships declined with the rise of ocean-going steamships and the railroad, which had arrived in 1854. By the late 19th century, Barnstable was becoming world-renowned as the tourist destination it still is to this day. Many prominent Bostonians spent their summers on the Cape Shores, as did Presidents Ulysses S. Grant and Grover Cleveland. The most well-known family of the 20th century to summer in the town was, and remains, the Kennedy family. They still inhabit the Kennedy compound in Hyannis Port. This was the summer home of President John F. Kennedy during his administration, and it was likewise the home of Senator Ted Kennedy until his death. Today, tourists come in droves to the town during the summer months. Hyannis has numerous shops. Other attractions include the John F. Kennedy Museum and several other museums. Significant sites and renowned historic houses listed on the National Register of Historic Places include the Ancient Burying Ground and Gideon Hawley House, representing the town's colonial history. The town's many beaches are popular tourist destinations as well. Barnstable is located at 41 degrees 39'33" and 70 degrees 21'11" W, 41.65917 degrees north, 70.35306 degrees west, 41.65917, minus 70.35306, about halfway along the biceps of the Cape Cod Arm. According to the United States Census Bureau, the town has a total area of 76.3 square miles, of which 59.8 square miles is land and 16.5 square miles, or 21.66%, is water. It is bordered by Cape Cod Bay on the north, Nantucket Sound on the south, Sandwich and Mashpee on the west and Yarmouth on the east. Barnstable is approximately 70 miles southeast of Boston. The town of Barnstable contains several villages, which are not legally defined entities. Between 7 and 11 are commonly enumerated, listed below with zip codes. To the north of Barnstable lie the dunes of Sandy Neck along Barnstable Harbor, tipped by the Sandy Neck Light. The central part of the town is dominated by the pines and oaks around Wickwake Lake. The south is where the bulk of the population lives, many along the beaches of Centerville and Hyannis harbors. Hyannis is the biggest village in Barnstable by size and population. As of the census of 2000, there were 47,821 people, 19,626 households, and 13,012 families residing in the town. The population density was 796.5 inhabitants per square mile. There were 25,018 housing units at an average density of 416.7 per square mile. The racial makeup of the town was 91.85% white, 2.74% Black or African American, 0.59% Native American, 0.81% Asian, 0.04% Pacific Islander, 1.67% from other races, and 2.30% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 1.70% of the population. 24.2% were of Irish, 13.3% English, 9.3% Italian and 5.5% American ancestry according to Census 2000. 92.1% spoke English, 3.4% Portuguese, 1.6% Spanish and 1.0% French as their first language. There were 19,626 households, out of which 26.9% had children under the age of 18 living with him, 52.4% were married couples living together, 10.7% had a female householder with no husband present, and 33.7% were non-families. 27.7% of all households were made up of individuals and 12.5% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.38 and the average family size was 2.88. In the town, the population was spread out with 22.0% under the age of 18, 5.6% from 18 to 24, 26.8% from 25 to 44, 25.5% from 45 to 64, and 20.1% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 42 years. For every 100 females, there were 91.6 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 87.9 males. The median income for a household in the town was $46,811, and the median income for a family was $54,026. Males had a median income of $41,494 versus $30,442 for females. The per capita income for the town was $25,554. About 6.3% of families and 8.8% of the population were below the poverty line, including 11.7% of those under age 18 and 5.9% of those age 65 or over. Barnstable has a council-manager government. It was created in 1989, when the town rewrote its charter and changed from a selectman town meeting form of government to adopt a town council-manager system. The council hires the town manager. Barnstable is one of 13 Massachusetts municipalities that have applied for, and been granted, city forms of government but wish to retain the town of in their official names. The first town manager, Warren Rutherford, was in office from 1990 to 1997. His successor, James Tinsley, served from 1997 to 1999. He was succeeded by former state representative John C. Klim. Klim had his contract bought out in 2011 due to internal disputes among a majority of the Barnstable Town Council. Mark Ells has served as the town manager since 2016. The town hall is located within the village of Hyannis, and the police station is located on Route 132, closer to the geographic center of the town. There are 8 fire stations, 7 libraries, and 10 post offices located throughout the town. The largest, or central branches, are usually located in the downtown Hyannis area. Hyannis also is the site of the Cape Cod Hospital, which serves the Central Cape region. As the county seat of Barnstable County, the town is the site of the county courthouse and juvenile lockup at the Old House of Corrections, as well as the offices of the Cape and Islands District Attorney. Barnstable is represented in the Massachusetts House of Representatives as a part of the 2nd, 3rd and 5th Barnstable districts. The town is represented in the Massachusetts Senate as a part of the Plymouth and Barnstable, and Cape and Islands districts. The former includes Bourne, Falmouth, Kingston, Pembroke, Plymouth, Plimpton, and Sandwich, and the latter includes the rest of Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. The town is patrolled by the 2nd Barracks of Troop D of the Massachusetts State Police. On the national level, Barnstable is a part of Massachusetts's 9th Congressional District, and is currently represented by William R. Keating. The state's senior member of the United States Senate is Elizabeth Warren. The junior senator from Massachusetts is Ed Markey, elected in 2013. Barnstable has the largest public school enrollment of any city or town on Cape Cod, with over 5,000 students. In 2010, the public school system underwent major changes due to budgetary constraints. The presently operational schools include the Enoch Cobb Early Learning Center for preschool students and 5 elementary schools serving various grades, including Centerville Elementary School, Barnstable Community Horace Mann Public Charter School, West Villages Elementary School, Hyannis West Elementary School, and Barnstable West Barnstable Elementary School. The Barnstable United Elementary School serves the town's 4th and 5th grade students. The Barnstable Intermediate School serves grades 6 and 7. Barnstable High School serves grades 8 through 12. Barnstable's athletic teams are nicknamed the Red Raiders, and their colors are red and white. Their teams are highly successful because of the large student body from which to choose players. Notable town rivals of the Red Raiders are Dennis/Yarmouth and Falmouth. Barnstable has played Falmouth in football on Thanksgiving Day nearly every year since 1895, making the annual game one of the longest-standing high school football rivalries in history. In addition to its public schools, there are also several private schools in Barnstable. There are 5 Christian schools, 3 of which are not Catholic: Faybury Christian Academy, Faith Christian School, and Trinity Christian Academy. There are 2 Catholic schools, St. Francis Xavier Prep and Pope John Paul II High School, which opened in 2007. Barnstable is also home to the Academy of Early Learning, Veritas Academy, and the Cape Cod Academy, a private K-12 school. There are also 2 special education schools, as well as the Sturgis Charter School, which serves high school-aged students. Additionally, high school students have the option of attending Cape Cod Regional Technical High School in Harwich free of charge. Barnstable is the home of Cape Cod Community College, a 2-year junior college affiliated with Suffolk University in Boston. Both U.S. Route 6 and Massachusetts Route 28 pass through the town from west to east, with Route 6 being a 4-lane freeway through the town. Route 6A, 132, 149 and a brief, 1/10-mile portion of 130 are also located in town. Route 6A follows an east-west route to the north of Route 6, on its route between the Sagamore Bridge and the Orleans Rotary. Routes 132 and 149 are both entirely located within the town, and both begin at 6A and end at Route 28. Since 2013, the Cape Flyer passenger rail service has run on weekends between Memorial Day and Columbus Day. The Kingston/Route 3 and Middleborough/Lakeville stations of the MBTA's commuter rail system provide the closest, year-round, direct service to Boston. The nearest intercity passenger rail stations are Boston South Station and Providence. Freight rail service is provided by the Massachusetts Coastal Railroad. The Cape Cod Central Railroad operates seasonal tourist excursions from Hyannis to Sandwich and Sagamore, with some scheduled weekend stops at the West Barnstable Depot on Route 149 near Route 6A. The town is the site of 2 airports. Cape Cod Airfield is a smaller airfield, used primarily for private travel, and Barnstable Municipal Airport at Polando Field is used for regional flights, especially between the Cape and the islands. The nearest national and international air service can be reached at Logan International Airport in Boston. Hyannis is also the site of the main ferry lines to Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard.